So my name is Fiona Reid and I'm the Executive Director of Human Resources at Trobe University. I'm responsible for the whole breadth of HR delivery and that includes everything from the transactional activity to the focus on leadership development and cultural transformation. Yeah, so because the focus of this session today was on women and women's career progression, I spoke mostly about my experience in supporting initiatives to do with women. I spoke about the work that we're doing at La Trobe, and that is supported by a Vice-Chancellor who himself is a male champion of change and very committed to gender equity in the organisation. So I explained what his role was and how I work with him to implement and, well, actually design and implement initiatives. And I talked about the fact that at La Trobe we now have a portfolio called Culture, Diversity and Inclusion, and that means that when we focus on gender, we don't just focus on it in isolation of what needs to change across the whole organisation from the perspective of particularly behaviours, but also from roles and the way people execute their roles in the organisation. Yeah. I think it's really important for people to be connected to groups that can be helpful. In the conversation today, there was quite a lot of focus actually on safety and having safe environments for people, whatever gender, to be able to share not only their challenges but also their ideas. And I think that comes through having groups that are actually connected, enabling people to leverage those connections. So, that's effectively networking, and provide advice to other people about how to, make the right decisions about themselves, which is tantamount to mentoring. So I think you can have formal programs that provide mentoring services, or you can create formal networks. But I think today's discussion indicated that there was a lot of value to be had through creating those networks and mentoring arrangements as you need them. So La Trobe is for a number of reasons, including the Vice-Chancellor's commitment to improving gender parity, is very interested in working with other organisations, both to learn what other organisations are doing and to share the work that we're doing. And we are doing some really interesting things, so we're very keen to share those, particularly with culture and particularly with women. And so we're interested in that two-way street, in both what we can share about our initiatives and what we can learn from other people about theirs. And no question that today's event was a great opportunity to hear from other people in terms of how they've dealt with the problems and challenges that they've come across in respect to women's progression, and some really good ideas about how to manage.